Follow all Moesu news on his website, www.moesu.com, on his Facebook and Instagram page too, for daily exclusive publications.
Hello and welcome on Moesu. My name is Joel Morgan. Let's continue the topic. We have started on the previous video on the basics about the Modex Plus, about the FMX synthesis. Shoot the first video, please, because if you do not shoot, you will not understand anything on this one. We are here with the Modex 6 Plus. We have the 7th also with the Sound Keyboard Action. You have the 8 with the Piano Keyboard Action. And all will apply to all of them, of course, and also to Montage and Modex. The only difference is Modex has 64 polyphony voices for the FMX synthesis, and on Montage and Modex Plus you have 128 notes of polyphony for the FMX synthesis. If you want to shoot me, you can also shoot me on Facebook. It's called Moesu, and Instagram Moesu13, and also on my website moesu.com. And if you are not a Moesu follower on YouTube, please click on subscribe and click on the bell to be informed when I release a new video. And let's continue the second video about the FMX. I remember to you in an easy way, not with a waveform, a lot of things to explain to you. In quite easy way, let's try to explain to you what are the algorithms. The algorithm we have seen, this one, this is 67, and you have a lot of choice of algorithms. You have 88 on the Modex Plus and Montage. And you have 7 waveforms. When on the DX7 and 9083, you will have 32 algorithms and only 1 waveform. So you can make some really huge things, and that's why I want to explain to you some things about the FMX, but in easy way for editing the preset and understanding things. So we have finished the first video by remember to you, do not change the algorithm in the random way because it will not produce any good things. So what is an algorithm? I always like the idea of the box, but also it's like a kind of box when you have all the carriers and all the modulators arranged in different way inside. But I always like the idea of the guitarist, you know. I like the guitarist. And you have the pedal board for the guitarist, and for the guitar you have some effect. Of course, here we do not talk about effect, we talk about operators, but the guitarist can have the pedal for the chorus, the pedal for the phaser, the pedal for the distortion, for the overdrive, for the wah, and it connects one to the other like that. But sometimes, perhaps you want to connect the overdrive on the first and the phaser at the end. You can change the order. In the algorithm, this is the idea of what you have. You have different arrangement of the operators inside, I would say, the pedal board, the box that you have, and it's called an algorithm. This is the idea of how it's connected. And this is very important to understand this, because when you want to make a sound, you need to think as sound designer how you want to build your sound. If you want to have a sound with an attack, and after a nice decay, a good sustain, and something a little bit different on the release, all the three are a little bit different, you need to have 4 carriers. This algorithm, as example, can be a good way to start like this. If you want to have a pad evolving sound with just it starts smoothly and the body stay, and on the road is nothing special, perhaps you need to start with an algorithm with only 2 carriers. It can be enough, and you want to modulate the carriers to have something that moving, evolving. So when you see the algorithm, this is the idea you need to think. What are the carriers? How I build my sound. So see on the preset how it's made. And go push the performance button, go to operator level, and you see it's quick, easy, and say, okay, this type of sound is built like that. And it brings you the idea how you can make things and change things on the FMX sounds. Can we have another view with this? Yes, of course we can have. I go to edit part 1. And we go here on the part settings. So if you see it's here on part settings in general, you are near the AWM2. This near the same thing, rather that you do not have a waveform, because we produce the sound through the FMX synthesis, of course. But you have the same near screen with this color font, which is the color of the DX7 at the release. And you have the second thing that you do not have on AWM2. This is the algorithm window. And here you see the algorithm, you see the feedback, and it's a way to change. So we can go and not review all the 88. It will be too long, but we will see to find some waveforms and some ideas that can help you. So the algorithm one is all our carriers. It's like if I was on montage, I will have 8 drawbars in revert way, because here this is the maximum and the minimum, and the drawbars work in the opposite side. But if it's very great, it can be very great for an organ sounds like this, because you have 8 parts that you can modulate in different way with some frequencies, some lot of things, and have like the 8 elements of the 9 drawbars that you have on the electronic transistor organ. So you need 2 parts to modulate the 9 if you want to modulate also the percussion and the things, but you can do it. You can do it with FMX. And FM is very great to do organ voices because of this. As example, for not only this one, but this one is a good example. Remember, on the YC, we have FMX inside, and we have 6 bass sound for emulation of organs and famous brand with the FM. Very great to produce like this. It's not only the bells and the electric piano and the bass, so of course, but organs are very great. So here you have 8 elements, like I will say AWM2, all in separate way, but in layers like this. Okay, with 8 elements in layers. Okay, so let's search for some others. Here in this example, you see we have 4 carries, so I can attack DK1, DK2 with the operator 6, sustain with the 7th, and the 8 can produce a different sound for the release. As example, it's an ID. And I want a strong attack with a strong modulation on it. So the operator that made the attack, it can be the 4 and can be modulated by 3 others, like that. So I will not pass through all, but I search some here. Here's a very good idea, because we have some type of arrangement we have inside the algorithm, and this one is called root, because you have the operator 1 here on the top of the 2, the 3, and the 4. That means the operator 1 modulates the carrier 2, 3, and 4 in the same way, but the 3 in the same time. And that's we call root, because you have like the 3 is the 1 and the root are the 2, 3, and 4. This is one typical form that we have here for the algorithm. So when you call root, it's that. Let's search for a tree, and here we have a great example for the tree. The tree, here you have the 8, and the 8 is modulated by the 5, 6, and 7, and all are independent way to modulate the 8. So you have like the 8 is the body of the tree, and you have the branch that you have on the 6, 7, and 5. And let's try, we'll go to, I know this is a 69, because I do the French video before. This is a stack, and the 69 is very great for making synth sound. As example, because you can do what we call unison, fine detune on each carrier and modulator, and have great synth sounds. So you can make synth sounds like this with some stack. Not only this one, but when you see things top over the others, we have the stack here. And I hope, and I think it's enough good that you understand the base of the algorithm. Of course, you have several waveforms. If you want to know better and go deeper, one other example of stack here, but less in size. If you want to go deeper on the FMX, you can ask me for more. It's a masterclass. It's a one-on-one through Zoom. You have all information on video description. It's applied for Modix Montage, Modix Plus, stage keyboard from Yamaha, CP, YC, CK, John Mellor Software, because John Mellor Software work with editors and librarians for all these keyboards and synthesizer. And But for audio modeling Camelot Pro, because I work with and for them, we run through the audio modeling platform. And in this case, if you want a masterclass for audio modeling for using on stage or on studio with Yamaha Sense or other brand, you can ask me all over the world because we are working through audio modeling. So do not hesitate to ask me, and no, this is the bonus time. So for this bonus, and do not go far away, and you shoot the video and you say, well, okay, but to change my algorithm, I need to be like that and search all the forms like this. This is a little bit boring. Yes, it is. Except if you know all the algorithm in mind, me no. And you have a great tools. You have the algorithm search here. And in this case, try to think about the sound you want to build. If you want a free carrier, attack, decay, release with 3 different types of sound, of evolving song inside. So you choose carrier free. And you need to think also after the chain. The chain is that I want on 2, you have 1 level top the carrier. For the 3, you cannot go up to 6 level. 6 level is the maximum. 2, it's 2 with. Okay, 3, it's 3 with the carrier. 3 level, 3, 6, 6, of course, 7, 8 is not available. 8 is available only with the 1 carrier because this is this view. We need to simplify the icons because we cannot put the 8 on the 1. So it's in line and you have the 8, 1 over the other, like that. And for the 2, you see here for the 2, the maximum is 4. You see the symbol here. The 5, no, but the 5 I have for 3. I have for 4, but not here, 5. I have 3 level for the 5. Of course, in the other way, if you go to the 8, this is the 1 here that you have the algorithm 1. Or to choose when you finish. If I choose 1 acceptable way, I select here. And this is one of the windows when you press exit to go out and you have the algorithm. You need to work with it. This is video ending. I hope you have found it interesting. I hope you have liked it. If yes, please click on the blue thumb. It's very important for me as a reminder all along on Moïse to do all of this, the video, the Facebook, all the things. And if you want to thank me because you have learned something that you think about asking for me a Moïse Masterclass and say, oh, finally, I do not need, I have learned the thing I need. Here on this video, on one over, of course, you can thank me. You have the super thanks bottom right of the video. It's a kind of donation. You can give me from $2 to what you want. It will help me to improve the channel, like the gear, the camera, the licenses to renew for the software or buy new software to improve the video or the things I done on Facebook. Thank you in advance if you want to participate and promote the channel. And if you need a Moïse Masterclass, because you have all information on video description and on video ending. See you soon for one other Moïse video. Bye.
Would you like to discover, learn or improve your knowledge of your Yamaha synthesizer or stage keyboard? Book your Moesu Masterclass now. Your private session is conducted online through Zoom. Take all benefit of Moesu expertise, Yamaha synthesizers and stage keyboard specialist for nearly 20 years, and consultant for Yamaha Music Europe and France. As member of International Yamaha Tech Talk live team, and host of the Camelot Pro sessions for audio modeling, Joel take care of your experience level. Whether you're a beginner or a skilled user, get the most out of your Yamaha synthesizer, stage keyboard, John Mayla's software suite or Camelot Pro.
Book your session from the Moesu Facebook page. Use slots available in the service tab, or by email, moesu@orange.fr. This service is available in French and English, only for users who live in European Union. Camelot Pro 1-to-1 Masterclass are available for users all over the world through audio modeling platform. Thank you for watching this Moesu video. Do not forget to click on like, subscribe, and click on the bell to be informed when a new video is online. Do not hesitate to write a comment or ask a question. See you soon. Bye.